What's up, everyone? Drew, aka Catcher Rockets here. I hope y'all are having a good weekend. Long weekend this weekend. I will not be trading, I don't believe, tonight or Monday. Futures are open like half day. Open right now. We are on a little rocket here. Nothing too crazy. But yeah, I'm not interested in trading this. The volume's going to be very low. And I might look to trade Monday evening or Tuesday, but we'll see. No hurry here. Friday, they kind of faded us. At least they faded me. I was not expecting this. And the fact that they did this, I was expecting a bounce. Or I said, like, this was my least likely scenario, was that we came to here. But if we did, I was expecting a bounce here, and they sliced through that. I did call out calls here on Keenan's Discord, and obviously that didn't work out. So apologize for that. But opening below, spike base is bearish, and it was bearish. Let's go ahead and start erasing stuff and chart this stuff up. I do have one option set up for tomorrow or for Tuesday, whatever. All right. I think that's everything. Yeah. Before I get too far into it, I'm going to go ahead and chart my August value areas before I forget. Cool. Let me just quickly go over the option setup I'm looking at for Tuesday. Yeah. It's going to be crowd. So they had earnings on Wednesday. Sent them on a little rocket. They have since sold back off, and I'm looking for basically, like, right here. There's kind of a support resistance flip. If you drew a line from about here, sorry, something like this. Resistance, 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 broken through, became support, 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 broken back through. We chopped around it. Resistance, resistance, back below, resistance, 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 and then we broke through it. Here it acted as support briefly a few times, and then we broke through. I'm looking for them to break back above that. There's two ways you can trade this. Either the second they break above, grab calls, or the less risky way, but the way that you might miss the trade altogether, is to wait for them to retest this and then get in calls. Okay. So over 427.72, and I almost hesitated on giving this setup because it's like 4 points away from where price currently is. But I think we might get a nice move to the upside before the market opens on Tuesday, which would bring hopefully price closer to my entry here. So I decided to go ahead and go with it. If we sell off at all from here, just go ahead and invalidate this trade and don't even worry about trying to take it. But again, ideally, retest, enter calls over 427.72. My first trim will be 430.53, and then close at 433 and 56 cents. All right. All right, let's get back to SPY. Sorry, that's a day trade. But you can, you can grab a week out or whatever you feel comfortable with. I never give out strike prices or contract dates. I don't want to be accused of manipulating the market. So let's go ahead and do our daily levels here. I did a little bit of studying today. Probably not as much as I would have liked to have gotten done, but at least I did something. Now let's do our weekly levels. Or actually, sorry, let me go back to this. TPO. Hey, what's up, Juan? Why is Juan bearish? So this is looking very much like a crowded low. It's pretty close, but I'm going to go ahead and mark it as a poor low. Let's do our weekly levels now. We have SIGs on the last 3 weeks here. I was losing my mind for a second there. Looks like this is just going to make the top more and more crowded. All right. Zoom out, look at the big picture. Didn't do anything too crazy. Bull flag is still in play. Oh, sorry. My head got really itchy randomly there. This is a pretty interesting level here. This is not going to be on my chart, just an FYI, but something to keep an eye on. 641.46. Yeah. Okay, I mean, we've already got it with the single prints down here. So, resistance, broken, support, broken, support. Either we bounce or we break, retest, and go lower. I'm curious. I'm wondering. Let me go to. If we clone this, our measured move, if we break out of this, is 651.65. I was just curious if I was going to line up with our bull flag, but it's not. That's at 53, right? Oh, something is not right about that. Was it 54? No. Weird. I don't remember where I was drawing it from. Oh, over here. Duh. We're almost awake, family. Almost awake. I was so confused there for a minute. There we go. So yeah, this is our target. A little bit above this measured move. But the bull flag is a measured move of its own. We had good volume on Friday, with a pretty good buying tail, right, at the end of the day. I want to load up my cluster chart. Hey, what's up, GG? That's crazy. Gold made a new all-time high. They're about to do the open drive on ES here. Oh, I forgot to talk about this. For people that were live Thursday night, right? We identified this sell side high volume node. Hopefully people remember. But I had said we were below it when I was talking about it, I think right around here. And I said if we retest this, enter short, close at your August or developing August value area high, or at the buy side high volume node we had here. Well, we had also talked about this buy side high volume node, saying that it wasn't looking really strong, and I was kind of expecting them to slice through it. What I was expecting, though, was for them to go through, recover, and go. But they ended up slicing through, coming back, getting a little bit above, and then just dumping, right? And then they came down all the way to this buy side high volume node and started buying it up from there. Yeah, they're about to do the open drive here. Wild. Let me load up my cluster charts. Oh, it's hot. $77 degrees in my room. I am way too bougie for that. Actually, I lied. I think I'm going to take this. Well, shit. Yeah, this is going to be a good long... I've got about 5 seconds to figure out if I want to do this or not. So if you look at our chart, what was I looking at? Right here. Right through there. This was our open, right? Yeah. Is it? Yeah. And right about now, we're about to retest it. And we've got a big volume cluster here. It's also the open drive. 473 to 471. I think I'm about to put in an order. Probably go a little bit smaller. But I would want to take this. It's down to 71. This is a poor high. They're probably going to smash through this and go higher. So $474.75. Sorry, bear with me, everybody. Stop loss. Or take profit. Actually, I'll do my stop loss first. 468. I'm actually going to do 467.75. I hate to use even numbers for my stop loss. Take profit. 488.75. Pretty sure they'll still go higher, but I feel like that's a good enough trade for tonight. After I said I'm not trading. All right. And it's looking good as we're approaching this. You want to see, limit orders on the bid side that are bigger than the orders on the ask. Not a fail-safe, but that's what you want to see. My imbalances. Still have this massive imbalance down here that's just never been touched. It would be nice if it did get touched. This is new. 93 to 95. See, and then this would even just be a good target for the long, but whatever. They're about to fill me. hopefully they didn't miss me here. As of right now, this is finished business or completed auction. And we have more on the bid than we do on the ask. They might just bounce from right here. But such is life. Dude, why are you snapping? I really don't want to get faded here. Oh well. Oh, there's actually some significant orders right here. This could be it. $475. They would have faded $475 too. Yeah, $475.25. I'm gonna chill. I mean, if they don't give it to me, it is what it is. Not looking good right now, motherfucker. Life goes on. What can you do? Oh, and I should add, I didn't say this. Nice. I love it when I can't spell. So I spelled this wrong. Can't see the chat right now. Just a heads up. I'll close this chart really soon. But I am actually looking for levels for you guys, not for trades for myself. I promise. Okay. So we should have 454 to 59, 470 to 73, and 17 to 21. There's that. This one, I think, is the only one we're going to have to add to our SPY chart. And then here's this one up here. We also need to add this sell side imbalance, I guess. This is going to be pretty huge if we tap that. So let's do this first. 9:30 a.m. candle. Top of the wick. Down just barely into the body of the candle. doing this so we can see the previous day value high. Um, all right. Oh. Why did I make this green? All right, that should have us. Or gosh, what am I doing? All right, let me close this chart here. Wait, what am I doing? Oh, okay, I'm adding this, and I don't want that. Yeah, never mind. Sorry, I'm going to take this off. Sell side imbalance here is enough. We should expect at least one rejection from there. This is pretty crazy. I hate it. I hate when we're at like all-time highs, or close to all-time highs, and the charts just look insane. You know, like it's really hard to break through and go higher, and everything is just like short puts. But yet, we keep smashing through these all-time highs. But it causes a little difficulty as far as trading. I just got filled. Oh, let me close this. I don't need to watch this. Oh, wait. I need to move this chart down. Okay. This should be a really good put entry if they give it to us. I don't understand why these bubbles just randomly disappear like that. Just know there's a chance we bounce through here. Okay. But ideally, I would like to see this. In case there's any question, I'm pretty bullish, but we're going to have a hard time getting up through all of this. We have our SIGs. Oh, these are weekly SIGs. I need to change that. I'm not going to include this in my plan for tomorrow, but always be aware of this. If we come here, we should get a major bounce. Okay. That's a big one. So always be watching for that. I'm already green on my trade, right? Yup. Damn, levels on point. I was never red. Y'all can suck it. Joking. All right. This for me, just I didn't really talk too much about it, but we have several things happening here, right? We have, I think I showed this, but if you just draw a line here, right, we have a support resistance flip. I don't know how far back it goes, but looks like we're going back at least a little ways. Yeah, even through here. So back here it was acting as support, right? Then turned into resistance, resistance again, support. Broke above, kind of became support here, support, support. broke back below, became resistance, 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 broke back above, became support. Now we're back to it. It's becoming support again. We also have the open drive, where this is where the market opened from whatever orders were there at the open, sent the market up. And now we've retested that level. We would expect the market to go back up. I really expect them to come to here, but again, I'm happy, taking my money and running. We also have the, this is not an imbalance. This is a high volume node. Buy side high volume node right there, right? So this is a pretty stacked level, pretty easy spot to get in long. And if it doesn't work out, it's okay. Probabilities. Oh, nice, Ratana. Have a good time. Sounds like fun. I'm jealous. But yeah, this was, with everything that was there, just pretty simple spot to hop in long. Let me go ahead and screenshot this. Post it. If anybody has any questions, now would be a great time. Oh, there was something I wanted to show you guys. Whew. My hair is all wild. I mean, I'm done with the charting part, but if we have any musicians in the chat or whatever, I'll show you guys what I'm going to do. Oh, and I just realized I didn't check the news. We'll do that in a second. So I ordered these from my son's guitar. Um, I don't know a ton about guitars or whatever, but I do know how to solder or solder. So they look pretty easy to install. So I'm going to go ahead and just do it myself. I was about to say I have no idea what these springs and screws are for, but that's for setting the height, right? I have researched how to set the height on the pickups. But worst case, I'll get them in, and if I need to, I'll take them to a luthier or whatever, my son's music teacher, and have him help with setting the height. Um, and then, so anyway, I ordered these, and then I also ordered these. Dude, what the hell is a phase 3? I didn't even see these. I kind of don't like that. Like, it literally has no comparison. Nice. Um, I'm one of those people that, like, if I'm going to buy something and I see something that's basically the same thing but more expensive, I automatically assume that that's better. Um, oh, these are for CE and S2 models. Okay. He has the SE. Yeah, okay. They look better, right? Just because of the fact that you have the 2 screw holes versus 1, limit the chance of them moving, right? Not a direct replacement. Yeah, so anyway, I'm going to swap that stuff out. With that said, let's look at our news for tomorrow, or for Monday, or Tuesday, sorry. I can't English. We got stuff happening at 2 a.m. that is not going to affect us unless you're a futures trader. 7 a.m. This will definitely affect us. ISM manufacturing PMI, ISM manufacturing prices, and then we've got stuff in Australia at 6:30 p.m., which again will not affect you unless you're a futures trader. But definitely be aware. 7 a.m. is going to bring some wildness, right? Or 10 a.m. Eastern time, 30 minutes after the market open. Is it worth? Check out our fear and greed index. I'm guessing we're right in here still. Agreed. Yeah. No surprises there. Okay. Doesn't look like I have any musicians in the chat. Nobody's saying anything. All right, everybody. As always, much love, much respect. I hope you guys have a good rest of your long weekend. For those of us that work hard all week, day trading, whatever, definitely get some rest. Take a break. Also, try to get some studying in if you have time. But definitely get some rest. We all need it and deserve it. So, yeah. Anyway, as always, much love, much respect, everybody. Peace out. We will see you on Tuesday night. Actually, I take that back. There is a chance that I won't be live Tuesday. We'll have to see kind of how things go. I have to meet with my lawyer for the whole dog incident thing Tuesday afternoon. I think it's only going to be a 30-minute phone call, and if that's the case, then I'll go live and I'll see you guys then. If not, there's a chance that I just won't be able to go live because I have to meet with him, and then I also have I have work Tuesday night, so it's not like I could just do it later if things don't work out. So there is a small chance that I won't see you guys again until what's it called? Until Wednesday evening. All right. So with that said, much love, much respect to everybody. Y'all have a good one. We will see you Tuesday. And like I said, get some rest in there, okay? Peace out. Bye.